Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Ahead, it's a big-time matchup for you in the AFC North, featuring Deshaun Kaiser and the Browns, taking on Joe Flacco and the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down throw for Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. The rookie first-rounder David Njoku with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
David Njoku, nearly 17 yards a catch in college. Those are wide receiver numbers.
Yeah, went to Miami. Brad Kaya was his quarterback. They were a really good combo. Also, how about the wingspan of the young rookie? 35.25-inch arms.
Quarterbacks love that. That catch radius, huge. And what he does after the catch, really impressive.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
It's a 7-yard. Carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd and short. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He's got his tight end, Njoku. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. First and goal here from the 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. Flacco. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Hey, watch number 5, watch number 5.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Ohio! Come on, let's hit!
On 1st and 10, Kaiser forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he comes back with one complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Come on, let's go! Flex round!
Now it's second down, throw for Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Kaiser now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, Kaiser. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Sammy Coates, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, Collins. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Jamie Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Kaiser on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive. I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland's plays even with people, not from behind, he'll get more carries, more touches, and his yardage will go up.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch tight end. Flex round. Flex Ohio. Ohio. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Ohio. Ohio. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the gun, Kaiser.
Check that guy.
Eluding the pressure right.
Watch the run.
And his throw here's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Kaiser to throw it. Going underneath for Crowell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Kaiser. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's 17-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Kaiser. Steps away to his left. Sidesteps him at the 35. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Kaiser, show him what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first.
Flex round! Flex round! He's coming, double up!
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Check it back. Let's go! Ohio!
On second down. Kaiser again. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
On third down, Kaiser. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-point drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And again, it's Collins. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Flacco from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Ohio! Your trip is here.
Come on, flex round!
First down, Kaiser. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Here we go!
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Ohio! Come on, Ohio!
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Flex round!
Watch tight! Tight end right!
Come on,
From the red zone now, Kaiser. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ricardo Lewis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Michael Campanero. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. From the gun, Flacco. Now he's forced out right. Airing one out for Macklin, deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go again with Collins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And some space here. And he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Flick round!
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Kaiser. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Crowell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go!
They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Bounce right back on it, keeps possession. Now Flacco going long here for Wallace. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They do snap it. Flacco now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They run with Collins, and he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Flacco here on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go.
A handoff, running left, Crowell. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right on the 30-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
Back now in Baltimore. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. To the right side and complete to Njoku. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Flacco. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Ravens on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go pass again with Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Set! Ready!
Hey, we got 3 down.
Yo, we! He's crashing!
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Perriman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. It's caught by Crowell. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Flex round! Flex round!
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Come on, let's
Here's a give to Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ohio!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me. Strong right.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Keep 39.
Second down, Flacco now. Looking left side, that's caught by Macklin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flacco. He's got his man on the crossing route. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another first down. First and 10 here for Flacco. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To pass, Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A red zone first down for Flacco. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing it up to sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now a first down following that long gain.
I'm coming. Flex round. Flex. Here we go.
Kaiser to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, barely taking it.
you